Good morning, everyone. It's time for Augment Your Week, this wonderful Thanksgiving week. Ramona and I are up at the cabin this week, and it started snowing last night. It's supposed to snow for 5 days in a row, so this is going to be an interesting time. We'll probably have 8 or 9 inches of snow here at the cabin by Friday, and all the grandkids are bringing snow gear, so we might even be sledding before the week's out. How exciting is that for Thanksgiving? We'll give everybody a chance to jump on here live with us, and we'll go right into today, which is all about Thanksgiving. This is a wonderful time of year. We've got something special planned this year, and I'll share it with you. I don't think any of the grandkids are going to be watching this, so we should be okay. Those that are 12 and under, we're going to be serving them first. And all the adults are going to be dressed with towels draped over their arms, the whole works, and we're going to give them a special Thanksgiving feast and serve them and have a great time. One will be doing balloons. Danny will be doing magic. Hopefully we'll get a joke or two in there that's appropriate. And we'll have a great time with the children. Then we'll have them all go downstairs into their play area and put on a movie and have them watch a movie while the adults get to have a quiet and hopefully meaningful conversation. This is all directed by having a conversation about those things that we're grateful for, those things that we'd love to be able to share with each other. Sometimes that's hard when the kids are eating and they want more of this and they don't like what this tastes like or whatever it might be. So what a fun idea. This was Cindy, our youngest, who came up with this idea this year, and just so grateful for her creativity and being able to come up with a fun thing for Thanksgiving. Of course, it helps that we have 27 grandkids and 7 children, although 2 of our children will be elsewhere this year with their children. So we'll be at 22 grandkids, I think. So it still is a whole bunch of 12 and unders to serve. Well, this morning I want to spend just a moment on the topic of gratitude. It's just a wonderful place to be grateful for our lives, especially as we step into this Thanksgiving, and sometimes grateful for our challenges that fine-tune us and hone our skills and test our mettle, if you will. Looking at scroll number 1, now I've shared this verse with you before, this paragraph, but this is such a wonderful concept that as we study correct principles, we read the 10 scrolls on a daily basis, 5 times a day, 3 times a day, 5 times a week, and it says, as the words of the scrolls are consumed by my mysterious mind, that's our subconscious mind, I'll begin to awake each morning with a vitality I've never known before. My vigor will increase, my vigor will increase, my enthusiasm will rise, and my desire to meet the world will overcome every fear I once had at sunrise. Anybody wake up in the morning just anxious about what's going to happen that day? And I'll be happier than I ever believed it possible to be in this world of strife and sorrow. Now, the world doesn't change. That's like trying to change our circumstances. No, we change ourselves in our circumstances, and we become a happier person. We also know that we want to be grateful for all of our trials. In scroll 2, when it talks about, and how will I practice this love, greeting this day with love in my heart. Henceforth I'll look upon all things with love, and I'll be born anew. There's some gratitude just in that one phrase, being born anew. He talks about the sun warming our bones, but the rain cleansing our spirit, and the light showing us the way, and the darkness showing us the stars, and that we have happiness that enlarges our heart, yet sadness that opens our soul. Rewards are just due, but challenges, obstacles are a challenge. So what a beautiful thing to reflect on, all of those things that have occurred in our life that have prepared us to be better capable of addressing the issues that are currently in our life. Not just ours, but our families, our friends, maybe clients, to be able to listen with a little bit better heart. And number 3, Grateful for those dreams that can sustain us when we're ignoring those obstacles at our feet and the dry desert ends, green grass grows. What a beautiful thing, so that we can persist until we succeed. Scroll number 4. We are nature's greatest miracle. There's a paragraph in here about gratitude. Vain attempts to imitate others no longer will I make. Instead, I will place my uniqueness on display in the marketplace. I will proclaim it. I will sell it. I'll be grateful for it. I'll begin now to accent my differences, hide my similarities. So too will I apply these principles to the goods I sell, salesmen of goods, different from all others, and proud of the difference. Let us embrace our uniqueness today. And this week is something that we're grateful for. The one that prompted this discussion came out of Scroll 5, when Og says, "This day is all I have, and these hours are my eternity." This is the Scroll 5. I'll live this day as if it is my last. Not, okay, I'm going to die tomorrow, so I'm going to live this day differently because I'm dying. No, at midnight tonight, this day is dead, right? I will greet this sunrise with cries of joy. As a prisoner who's reprieved from death, I'll lift mine arms with thanks for this priceless gift of a new day. So too, I will beat upon my heart with gratitude. There it is, with gratitude, as I consider all those who greeted yesterday's sunrise, who are no longer with the living today. I'm indeed a fortunate man, and today's hours are but a bonus, undeserved. Why have I been allowed to live this extra day when others, far better than I, have departed? Is it that they have accomplished their purpose while mine is yet to be achieved? Is this another opportunity for me to become the man I know I can be? Is there a purpose in nature? Is this my day to excel? I will live this day as if it is my last. Let us have gratitude to be able to wake this morning and we're breathing and we have a new day before us. Let's also be grateful in Scroll 6 for correct principles and knowledge. So it says, and with this knowledge, these principles about mastering my emotion, I'll understand and recognize the moods of he on whom I call. I will make allowances for his anger and irritation, for today he knows not the secret of controlling his mind. As we grow and we're able to control our emotions with greater levels of ability, let us look at others and not be judgmental and critical. Let us be loving. Aren't there some people that are just so annoying, you just want to give them a big hug and say, it's okay, you don't need to be this way. It's okay. Scroll 7, let us be grateful for laughter that puts everything in proper perspective. Isn't it great when we laugh? In Scroll 8, for objectives that can guide our lives. Hogg says our life cannot crystallize until we have objectives. That means in our business that we've set goals that we're working toward accomplishment. In our life, we're identifying dreams we want to create. They're clear to us, and we begin to work on them and the millimeters of them, and we begin to generate success. Scroll 9, I will act now. Oh, the gift we may not always consider, and that is we have fear that creates procrastination, but when we act, that fear is reduced from the lion of terror to an ant of equanimity. What an incredible gift. And then you go to Scroll 10, the salesman's prayer, and it really is an entire prayer about gratitude. Grateful. He ends it with, but all these things be only in thy will. I am small and a lonely grape clutching to the vine, yet thou hast made me different from all others. Verily, there must be a special place for me. Guide me, help me, show me the way. Let me become all that you planned for me when my seed was planted and selected by you to sprout in the vineyard of the world. Let us today just step back and with gratitude take a look at our lives, all the gifts and blessings that we have, even the challenges and how they have refined us and prepared us to serve other people with greater levels of ability. And in doing so, May we all have the most amazing Thanksgiving Day. We gather with friends and family and reflect. May you start today to consider ways in which you could make that day very special, like Cindy did about us serving all the 12-year-olds and under first, as waiters and waitresses, serving them and helping them have a great experience, and then sending them down to watch a movie while we get to have one. What a great idea. Be thinking about ways in which you can make this Thanksgiving the very best Thanksgiving you have ever had. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We gather next Monday, we'll come back with that experience in our heart, more grateful for our lives. Blessings, everybody. May this be the best week of your life.